Welcome to Knicks.com. Jonah Ballow here with Jose Calderon. My first chance to catch up with you, and you're one of the new acquisitions everybody's excited about at the point guard spot. When you first learned about the trade, what was your reaction?
Well, the reaction is always, it's always weird, There is a kind of like a mix of feelings, First you're like, why? What I did wrong in Dallas, and I think, I was doing good. Okay. No, but after that, come to New York, I'm really excited about it. I think the Knicks is the team, like I was saying in Spain, everybody know about the Knicks, even if they don't follow or nothing about basketball, So I'm happy, it's one of the best franchise I could go. It's my 10th season in the NBA, so I think it's worked out perfectly.
So interesting when I talk to guys who have had international experience and in the NBA. I mean, you say 10 years, but it's a lot packed in those 10 years. What have you learned from playing overseas and in the NBA that, now you can take to the floor and really bring it to this team?
Well, it's about more than anything, or maybe the biggest thing about international basketball, maybe it's like we play a little bit more or team, kind of like a chemistry team effort. Everything is about the team first. We got great players, but here sometimes we forget about that, and everybody's talking about how many points, how many assists, all about numbers. And the real number is how many wins you got, and that is about how your team does. So I think that's what I can bring in a first pass. Point guard, I'm going to try to make my team better, my teammates better, try to get them the ball in the right positions, and that's what I do. So hopefully I can help with that.
What's the process? Obviously, the trade happens, and you have some time before the season. It wasn't a mid-season trade, but do you sort of look at this team in a different way, start looking maybe at tape and finding out what your teammates are good at, or is it this is what the time is for, training camp, to do that?
Yeah, well, I think training camp is for that, for sure, to get everybody used to it, but to each other. But more than anything, you wanted to see how the triangle works. You talk to kind of like coach, and feel, what they want from us. So that's what you try to do all the time, just to get used to it a little bit. More than anything, after you just get everybody else ready, like family-wise, kids, school, and all that stuff, or a house. But basketball-wise, I think we got a great week ahead of us for that.
When you look at the triangle offense, it's exciting with your addition because of your three-point shooting has been terrific, in the past couple of years, one of the best in the league. How is that going to work, and how do you see yourself fitting in with that triangle offense?
I think, it will be good, but I think it's going to be, this system is good for everybody. I think the good thing about it is like we just have to find the open guy, and just trust each other. I think if we play as a team, we're going to be tougher to guard. We're going to be a better team, for sure. I always going to be there. We're going to try to get my defense as close as possible, so everybody got a space. If not, for like you say, I can shoot the ball and try to open that space for everybody. But it's going to be about just trusting each other. If we do that, we'll be okay.
You're a fun guy to watch on the floor because of your emotion. In Dallas, we'd see the celebrations when you hit a big three, and I think that does carry over to your teammates, and we see that. But when you step into the Garden and you have that type of emotion, fans are going to love it. What do you expect when you show up at MSG and you have some games there and playing in this Knicks uniform?
Hopefully, I can do as good as possible. I try to play my best every night, but it's just me. I'm just sometimes, I talk a lot and I do a lot of gesture and my hands, and I'm moving a lot, and just try to get my teammates in the game, and just trying to help myself keep concentrate. If they love it, great. That's I'm gonna try to get everybody in the game. I think the Garden got to be one of our keys. We got to win most games possible, and we know everybody's coming there to win in the Madison, so it's always tougher, but we'll be all right.
Now, we follow you on Twitter and Instagram, all the social media fun stuff. What are you like off the court? What are some of your interests?
Off the court right now, I just spend time with my kids. I got 3, 4, 2, and 4 years.
That's a lot of work.
And 4 months. So every little time off I got, I just like to spend with the family and with them. So.
Are they all in basketball mode? Do they like the game, or are they doing other sports?
The older one a little bit now. Yeah. The older one. The other two, they are too little to know nothing about it. So the older one is start kind of like seeing his dad and understand a little bit what basketball mean and what he want and all that stuff. So we just there.
Okay, and finally, some of the international guys on this team, your relationship with Pablo, Andrea, probably guys you've run into overseas. What's that like playing with some guys that you know well outside of the NBA?
It's weird because I came to a new team, but like you say, I played with Andrea for 7 years in Toronto. I played with AC, with Quincy in Toronto as well. Sam Dallenberg and Shane last year in Dallas. Pablo when I was in Spain. So, with 5 or 6 guys already, I was a teammate before, so it's going to help, to get to adapt to the locker room, to the guys, and hopefully it's make it a little bit easier.
Great. Familiar faces, but new place. And,
Yeah.
and it'll be exciting. I know the fans out there are just so excited you're here in New York, and we're looking forward to the first game.
Perfect. Me too.
There he is.
Thanks.
Jose Calderon right here on nyknicks.com.